Well, I've had some people ask me about a view of the house, and one of the people was talking to me about they really liked my windows. They were going to use open and shut plywood windows, and these are sliding. So I wanted to show you how this is. What you do is you cut a slot in a piece of bamboo, and you do the same thing here, and we're using the top of this bamboo piece here for a brace, and then we put all of our utensils up here because we're cooking right here. So the thing is that you can make these sliding, and you can make them that way with the top so that it's just up against the brace like that. Now over on this side has a slot cut in it all the way, and then this slot cut in it here, and then we put a little peg in between so that we can slide the stuff. We slide it in and out, but we leave a little space in the middle so we can reach in. So my wife has hung a curtain up here, which is kind of nice. And as you see, the curtain is blowing. We get a nice breeze up this high. So I wanted to show you this because this is one of the things that somebody really liked, and I think it's really nice myself. Now I need to talk to you about these things. This is a bamboo sliding chair, and of course it's just slats of pieces of bamboo. Bamboo, you need to really protect the bamboo. If you want to use bamboo, you really need to condition it, or after you put it up, you're going to end up making a wood treatment, because we have termites here. People call them book. So if you buy a can of this is called Wood Saver, and if you are able to look on the can, you will see it will kill book, and it prevents attack from wood borers and decay fungi. So 250 pesos for what they call a quarter. That's a quarter of a liter. Now we made this gate out of hardwood, and then we made part of it out of bamboo. As you can see, we're hauling water up here. We have water here in this. This is from down in the spring well down below. We have to bring that up the hill. This is water from the well, and then we have water that we're getting from rainwater. As you can see, these windows, we've just got them screened in, and the screen is solid. It is metal screen. It is not that plastic stuff. So we use metal screen, and then of course bamboo is holding it in. On the frame on the inside, that is regular hardwood, 2" by 2". Now we've been doing these floors in this red dye, so I want you to see that they are changing. This one in here has had more red dye put on it, and before long it will be darker and darker. Now the thing is that I'm going to show you what we have here, but talk about the bamboo. The bamboo is half pieces, and then they slide them interlocking in between each other. So this is probably the most common way of doing a bamboo house. I do suggest that when you have somebody build your house, that you do go and you look at some other houses that they have built. We've used varnish stain and maple, and we've used white paint. So the white paint and varnish will help do away with any type of wood borers or any type of fungus or any of that type of thing. If you do want to do wood treat it before you put it up. You can do it in boric acid or salt water. And they recommend for saturating the bamboo in that. So you would do it for at least probably a month. I want to show you our kitchen. In our kitchen right now, you have got a real treat. We are in the middle of a brownout. So no one knows about when the power will be back on. As you can see, we have a cooler for hot and cold water. We then have a refrigerator that does make ice. The thing is that right now we have no power.
Power's back.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. We've gotten power. So the thing is that, let me say this. If I'd have known how bad the power was here, I would have done something different. So anyone building a house in the Philippines, I recommend that you go solar. There's a company in San Carlos, which is here on Negros Island, that does a complete house for 39,000 pesos. So that's under $1,000, and that includes the battery backup and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can ask me questions in my email at inkking65@yahoo.com, and I'll reply to you that way. But the roof here has been doing real well. This is, of course, tin. They make it in different thicknesses. This batch of tin here is the medium thickness. That's 330 pesos per 2.5 feet by 10 feet long. Now, we decided to do all these side walls in the casina into 1/2-inch marine plywood. So that's what I recommend when you're doing the casina. There's a lot of water and a lot of dampness in here, so I would try and do that instead of doing bamboo. You can also build this much quicker. So as you see, we have a 2-burner gas. The gas is down underneath. The gas here is 850 or 870. 870 pesos. Okay, relatively cheap considering the cost of gasoline. Our little welcome dog. Cute. I've been actually waiting for 5 or 6 days for it to get light enough so I could shoot this video. This, of course, is our porch and our dining area. So this dining area and the porch is really nice because you can sit out here, and as you look out, you can see everything is nice and green, and we have some new flowers that are blooming. Of course, I've done a little thing on that. Bhem has been planting more and more here. So as you can see here, she has put bamboo into the ground there and made a decorative type fence, and then the orchids mainly are inside those coconut shells, and she has put in all this grass that's around. You can see that grass. It's a decorative grass. Of course, we do have all types of grass here. We do have lemongrass. We do have a lot of different kinds. And my wife is still in process. I think this will always be in process. So she's got some growing here on the side. And of course, the flowers that are growing here along the edge. So this is really a beautiful setting, and it's kind of nice when you walk down that setup of rocks. Nothing in concrete and situated like that. We do a lot of different various things for walkways and different dividers. So, but that's pretty much what I wanted to show you out here. We have bought some of this screen. This is pretty nice. It's we're going to use it in the upper section. This has got a nice texture to it. The holes are small enough but yet big enough to pass the air through. That was the biggest thing. And I bought a piece of screen here. I'm going to make Papa a screen box for his coffee beans so that he can dry them out quicker. They're using mats, and the mats are just laying on the ground. So we're going to build it out of bamboo, so I'll show that to you when we finish it. But it'll be just basically a rectangular box with a piece of bamboo on the bottom, a screen in the middle, and a piece of bamboo on the top, and that will be a solid round piece of bamboo. So it's going to be a box for drying coffee beans, rice, etc., everything that we need to dry. We're also doing some moringa leaves here and using them for powder and in soup. So I'm taking moringa leaves in my daily dose of treatments. So this, of course, is our house, and you can see that these different sections here. We are doing the back section of this house. This is the back section of the house. We've already got the foundation poured and everything is ready to put the wood here. Now the back of this house is going to be an American style. So this will be all plywood in the back, all marine plywood. So the floor, the walls, the ceiling, everything, the tin roof and all. Of course, my wife's makeup mirror, and she has a drawer there with all of her different things in it, and we're using the edge of the walls for a shelf. We plan on building some more shelves, but we're just in the process of doing everything, of course. Some people have asked me about the price, and right now we have about $65,000 in this, including the labor. Now the thing about that is that you got to remember, a lot of this bamboo was free here, so it came off at the property and at the farm. We did pay about 4,000 pesos for the extra bamboo that we needed. The back part of this house is going to be about 55,000 to 60,000. So we're waiting on that. We're going to try and get something going for the funds on that. We are pretty limited, so we have to do this in steps and phases. In the back part, we will have the CR and another bedroom, so we will have a shower, we will have the toilet and sink and some storage back there. We are going to also have a extra faucet and everything for our washing machine. My wife has been hanging pictures here lately on the wall, and we have a lot of pictures in here. So this is the main room of our house right now. So this is like a studio apartment. This room is 14 by 12. That's in feet. Okay, so this is our whole house, and we are going to go and talk to a guy about drilling a well out here. So we will see how that comes along. Right now we've heard that it's going to be about 15,000 pesos, so which will be pretty good. That'll be a 3.5-inch well with a electric motor for drive. So this is our little garden out here that's growing now. We have a lot of different things out here right now. We have some strawberries out here. We have some violet guava out here. We have some string beans. We have some charantia. We have papaya. we have a lot of things growing right here. And on the other side of the house, I'll show you what my wife has got going over there. So my wife is planting a border, as you can see here. And then, of course, she has some scallions growing there. And she's made a garden on the side here. And the garden has got marigoso, it's got some cucumbers, got some carrots. So it's just a little garden here on the side, but that will supply us with a lot. So, did you hear the little gecko, the little lizard? You hear them, but you don't see them. Also, the cassava is growing back there. And there is some tomatoes being planted here too. So, it's going to be a nice little garden. Everything will be real handy here. And of course, we do have our turkey pen. And our turkey pen, we have tom turkey and a hen. And the hen is laying on 11 eggs, I believe. So we will have 11 little babies here. She's been sitting on them for a while. They are saying that it's going to be 18 to 20 days. So that's been going for a little while. So we'll let you know when they hatch. I see Tom coming out there. So, well, I'm going to put an end to this video, and I hope you've enjoyed this little tour. And we'll shoot some more later when we do the back part of the house. I wanted to say too that back over here, you can barely see that in the back. That is where the septic is going to be for our CR. I did want to say that there are a lot of people asking me about coming to the Philippines and living here in the Philippines. If you go to my website, somebody's walking down the path over there. So they don't like that. All these dogs make really great guard dogs. So the little puppies will be given away and they'll be guard dogs. They're all huddled up there together. They're so cute. Anyway, if you go to my website, which is going to be on the bottom of this, you can check in about getting information about how to move to the Philippines, what to expect, how much it costs to live. Every situation is a little different, so this is on a personal basis. This is not a book. It is a description for you and what you want to do. If you want to live in the city, you want to live in the country, you want to live somewhere out like we do on an island up in the mountains. It's going to be very personal. So if you would like to get that information, you can go to my website, which will be underneath these videos, and you'll be able to get that information sent right directly to your email. Alright, so we're going to put in a close to this, and we'll be talking to you later.